And then you cannot take a picture. If you take a photo, and then you come and show her, look, she ran away because she thought that somebody inside the phone is sharing soul with her, and she's going to die. You see, the old one is not coming out, is not following the group. He isolates himself or herself, and it goes to the deeper swamp. It makes sure that it pushes itself in the middle where it's very deep. You know what happened? It drowned there, it commits suicide. And when the female see this, they say, oh, look at that handsome.
我们现在在尼亚里 Safari Camp， 那这是我们住的帐篷围，然后远眺吉利马扎罗。你看吉利马扎罗多漂亮，比云还高，然后超级好看的，我不知道可不可以拍得出来，但真的是很震撼。5895是吧？5895。秋主怎样？今天精神比较好，对吧？睡比较饱。没有回答我，臭小孩。在洗泥巴浴，好可爱。哦，你看。
How many legs do you see?
他自己被吃下的。
Okay. I want somebody to call him Adam. Can somebody call him Adam?
Adam?
Really?
No, louder.
Adam!
Very good.
Come back, Adam!
Adam again.
Adam!
Adam!
Okay.
We miss you!
Adam!
Okay. Now listen to me. Adam, 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 Adam.
He's like, what do you want?
It's his name.
Yeah, his name.
Adam! Adam!
He was from David Sheldrick.
Oh.
His big brother, his name is Greg.
Great.
He's now very old and long horn. Yes. He got very big tusk. But when he grow here, he's now wild. You cannot go near. They only recognize the guide who was taking care of it in a David Sheldrick. The rest of the people, but he's not afraid. You cannot go near this thing. It's nature, you never know whether it's changed.
Yeah.
He's heading to the swamp. I'm surprised because of the climate. Things have already moved on. Let's go and just see them.
我们还是买了一个纪念品，我要记账，2块美金。我刚还买了，还有一个我买的，还有呢。
我不知道你还要买什么。
哦，还这个1000啊。
哎，那个是什么啊？
马赛面具啊。
Hey, hide your water bottles, please. Hide your water bottles, please.
还的 water bottle 就是不要藏水瓶啊，就 no plastic bottle， 对。
And then we have this road which divide the trees area and the swampy area. One thing I like with this park is that we don't hurry, no hurry here. This is no hurry in Africa. It's Pole Pole Park because it's just a little park whereby we're going to go around it the whole day.
Stanley, what noise does a zebra make?
They almost like a donkey somehow. Between donkey and horse.
Yes.
Yes, donkey and horse, between there. Oh, look at the saddlebill stock flying there.
Uh-huh.
On the saddle bill stock. So beautiful. That thing, it looks so unreal. And behind the trees, behind these trees you see on our left side, behind them, that is Tanzania. Yeah, that's where Kilimanjaro start. Kilimanjaro is in Kenya, but is managed in Tanzania. When it reach in Kilimanjaro, somewhere around there, it carve itself big part, big area. I fail to understand because Kenya is 4 times Tanzania is 4 times Kenya. It's so big. So when they took Kilimanjaro, I according to me, they could even like compensate with another land.
Just being greedy.
So, when Queen Elizabeth came here, she came here when she was a princess. And then the father died when she was in Kenya, and she was crowned a queen in Kenya.
Wow.
So in this case, our first president, Mzee Jomo Kenyatta, and the second first president of Tanzania, Julius Nyerere, were great friends. And they were also very friendly with somebody called Tito. Tito is a guy from Yugoslavia before it divided. So when Tito came here, I remember, according to history, and then they said, since we have Mount Kenya, which is roughly 5,000 meters, 5,050, we should give Kilimanjaro to Tanzania. You know, our first president, not only giving Kilimanjaro, but he had no intention with anybody because he was a dictator. He was a betrayer. He betrayed our freedom fighters. And that's the reason why we never got independent. Did you know that? Yeah, in Kenya, we never got independent. Because our first president pretended that he is taken to Britain by British people for torture.
So cute.
But no. He went there and they gave him all the good life. When he came back here, he betrayed the freedom fighters and they killed them all. Then he was given power by British. The first
Oh my
president of
God.
Kenya. So in this case, everything we're doing now, we under British law. But officially, colonized officially. We like them so much because we do everything like British. And that's the reason why Kenya is also more developed than any other East African community. So it's good when you invest, you invite more investors than when you just stay alone because you never know what is going on. Like for example, 15 years ago when China came in Kenya, is when our life became life, is when we know the world now. If I talk more about China, you're going to boast, guys, you're going to feel good. But they're everything to us. I tell you, 20 years ago, in my village, let me say 25 years ago, in my village, where I come from, only one person in the whole village had television, very small, black and white. It was red in color. I remember the name, Great Wall. So he used to remove it out on Tuesday and Thursday for the whole village to come and see.
Oh, that's cute.
And because of poor networking, I remember wrestling. Those were wrestling day. I remember Undertaker, Yokozuna, somebody called Bam Bam Big, those guys. Yeah? So he used to remove it and put. So we small boys, we used to go on the tree to climb the tree so that, and because of poor networking, you can only see the rice inside the TV, but you can hear the voice. I want to say that when after there we went to Germany, we asked Germany, guys, we need development, we need all this. That's the second president of Kenya, Mr. Daniel Arap Moi. And the Germany people said, we cannot come to Africa because of diseases. You guys, I think the more you black, you have more diseases. And they said no. So we tried somewhere else. We went to this America. America was very good, but America the superior, the superpower country. I mean, they have so many. You can imagine all those 9 states, and they have to manage them. So for them, coming to Africa was like the last option. You understand what I mean? Eh?
Yeah.
They can just overlook, but they cannot come fully. We went to Japan. Yeah, we went to Japan. And every time we send the president there, he go with the people, and we get the report about this. So in Japan, the problem is they say we have genuine things. Genuine things. So for example, this radio, you cannot buy it in Japan. It's genuine, you see. So we as third world country, we could not make it, and we came back hopelessly. Chinese people, they came as tourists here. They look at Africa, and they thought about it. They went back. They came back again. My dear friend, as we're talking now, I can talk with my mother, and she look at me, I look at her. This was our vision 2050. We never thought about this. Everything now we have, infrastructure, technology. We have new technologies here, and we're surprised about it. It's from China. It's from China. Everything is China here. You can transact money using your phone. You can do everything. I can call my mother with a video, and when I call her, because she's old, she says, "Are you the one there? Are you the one there?" Yes, I'm the one, Mom. I'm the one. Because this is very new to them. Maasai people, those who live in interior area like Amboseli, we also have them because they live in a border of Tanzania and Kenya. Some of them, they never saw even a vehicle, even as now the old one, as we're talking. They see the vehicle, they run away like baboons. Eh? And then you cannot take a picture. If you take a photo, and then you come and show her, look, she ran away because she thought that somebody inside the phone is sharing soul with her, and she's going to die. Why don't take photo of the Maasai area only? You share the soul. Why are you sharing my soul? Now I feel like I'm weak. Somebody like me in your phone. This is terrible. So what I say is, hey guys, we really we're very happy about this, the technology, and the first president of Kenya. That's why I was saying that when he gave Kilimanjaro to Tanzania, he never thought that this will boost the Kenyan economy, because his intention was to grab the land. He owned half of Kenya. So the fourth president of Kenya, he's the first president's son, and we thought that he's going to do wonders in Kenya because they're very rich, and there is no more land for him to grab since they own half of Kenya. You know what he did? The more he's rich, we never heard that he's taking thousands or maybe millions. He's going with billions. He's floating with the billions. Whenever he take in treasury, he take billions. Because they're rich. Somebody like me, if I go to treasury, I'm a president, I can take some thousands, few thousand. But for him, they're rich. He don't know what is million. He go for billions. He lived the Kenya off. He was so bad. And now we have the fifth one. We have the fifth president. His name is Somoya Ruto. He called himself hustler because he was selling chicken in Elda Maravin Junction. He was selling chicken. You pass over there and he's holding 5 chicken in one hand. Hey, buy one. And then after that, he was taken by one of the politicians to the second president of Kenya, and he said, okay, now this guy can do better because people love him. So he was given a position of being a MCA, councillor, in one of the area. Now he came and he became a taxi driver. You see, he became a taxi driver in the airport. And because he knew president, in Kenya, it depends on who you know. If you know somebody, you develop. If you don't know, you still behind there. So when the president came and said, oh, you taxi driver, I'll buy you some vehicles here so that you can maneuver yourself. He bought him like 15 vehicles in the airport to do the taxi. Oh, he became so popular. Oh, the taxi, who is the owner of the taxi? And then he put, I have his history. Because I was also a taxi driver at that time, he put insurance company. And now as we're talking, he's hustler in Hustler Nation. He's the president of Kenya. The cartels and those big fish, they don't like to see him. Because he said, this guy from poor family, how can he become a president? And in this case, because they own fuel, they know they own everything, they're putting life up for everybody so that he cannot run the government. But he's a very good president. For example, the technology, a new technology we have in the gate here. We used to pay shillings, cash. But now you cannot pay cash. You cannot even pay with the M-Pesa, you pay with e-citizen. There before, the KWS, the parks we have in Kenya, they had 47 accounts. So it used to go to somebody's pocket, but now it's going direct to the government. We really love this because the government is together with the community and they're building the hospitals, they're building some things for the women maybe and all this. So we're happy for this. Okay, and look at the color, especially when they're young, you can notice. This is called the yellow baboon.
Yellow baboon. Ah.
But the one we see in Nakuru, those were olives baboon.
Ah.
The shorter, this one they have longer legs, longer face, and also the coat is slightly different. But the trouser is the same. They sag the trouser the same. Look, this is bigger, bit bigger, taller.
Yeah, he looks bigger.
Yeah.
Is he gonna throw a rock?
But the olive baboon have big chest, very big chest, and very strong. One of the cook decided to hit one of it, pop at the bum, pop. And then baboon, he was so happy, he was laughing at this. And then the baboon jumped over there. Then he came back to him and pulled him down. They're so strong. Then he wanted to kill him, but he put the hand there. He removed all this flesh.
Oh God.
People saved him. He could get killed.
Never mess with monkeys.
Never mess with them. By the way, they're so strong and cunning teeth.
Yeah.
Very poisonous because they eat some of the things around here. They can even eat snake.
挺舒服的，小狒狒坐在狒狒的背上。
And the one looking up there, that one is the female Grand Gazelle. The one in front of us here, it's also a female Grand Gazelle. What do you think about, when I say gazelle, what about impalas? Yeah, we saw the brown one, impalas. What about maybe wildebeest or maybe topi we saw in Masai Mara? Are they gazelles? The answer is no. Those are antelopes. And that's where the question comes from. Why? Where is the difference between gazelles and antelope then, in this case? They're the same size, everything is the same, they look the same, they eat the same thing, but they're two groups. The difference between gazelles and antelope, I want to tell you the difference now, because some of us can also guess. Some people they say maybe color, some people they say maybe female antelope. Most of them they don't have horn, but male have horn. Most of those answers, those are right answers. But the main answer is the difference between gazelles and antelope is the horn. The antelope horn, they got with what we call hole in the middle, the hollow.
Hole in the middle.
Yeah, in the middle of them they have hole. It's a hole you can even drink wine with it, not tea. I never saw somebody drinking tea with it. So the difference is hole. The antelope, the gazelle's horn, it's completely solid. They have no hole in the middle. And if you look at them very carefully, we might come closer to any. They have the black eye here which drop from the horn to the mouth. The reason why is because when it's very hot, you go to Chalbi Desert, you go to Samburu National Park, you hardly see antelope there. Because when they got the hole in the middle, it's like a vacuum kind of, and it helped the animal to radiate the excessive body temperature. So in this case, they don't sweat a lot. But this one, the horns sweat. That's the reason why they're also black in color. They sweat a lot, and the sweat drop down to the mouth. When they're living in a place where there is no water, you can only see gazelles there because they can survive without any water in any river.
So they just drink themselves?
Yeah, they drink themselves. And they sweat every time they're sweating. You see them. Especially now it's okay because the grass is green. Sometimes you come here, it's very dry, only the dust, and you never know that it can even have a little water. So from here we go into the lake. You see a big lake, salty, and then we go to the freshwater lake. The lesser flamingos. You hardly don't see the greater flamingo here. You look at those beak. Look at the big beak over there. At the tip of the beak, it's black in color. But the greater flamingo, they're pink in color. You remember what I told you the difference between this one and the greater flamingo? The more pink one, those are greater flamingos. And these are lesser flamingos. If you look at them, they put the head down because they eat the plant and the bacteria which is on the surface between the water and the muddy area. But the greater flamingo, they sheave the algae which is on top of the water, and that's the reason why they're more pink than this. Do you see the lodge there? Mm-hmm. Those houses?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
That's a lost paradise. Abandoned.
Abandoned?
Yes. Nobody lives there. Those are baboon lodge. Baboons and snakes, they live there.
Why did they abandon it?
And scorpions.
Oh.
Somebody told me poor management. I never knew that management can ruin the whole thing like this. Because they could only change the management and everything could be okay, maybe. But now nobody lives there. And if you don't live in a house, it falls down. Also many things, bad things happen to the house.
Yeah.
Nobody lives there. And everything is intact, even the beds. Some communities from the other side, Maasai, they come and steal some things in the lodge. Nobody to take care of them, so you can just take wherever you want. They just left it and they go. It was so good. That's Amboseli Lodge.
It would be so nice.
Yeah, it was so nice, believe me. All the solar panels. But somebody can act maybe a zombie movie there. Horror movie. Yeah?
African zombies, that's
Go ahead. We have one elephant with twin.
Twin?
Yeah. Do you know how long is the gestation period? They carry the pregnancy for 22 months.
22 months.
Yeah, that is 2 years.
No thanks.
Unlike lions, is only 3 months. Lions, only 3 months. 3 months.
Lions are more predictable.
Yeah, but you see, the more you have short gestation period, the more you have short life. They live only from 20 to 30 years.
Okay.
But this one, they go up to 65, sometimes 70, depending on where the elephant is. Like for example, in this park, they live longer. You know why? Because even after the molars come out, they can still come. When they get old, they have only 4 molars in the mouth. So they come out at the last age of 60. So from 60 to 65, elephants die from starvation because they cannot chew any grass. But in this park, they can even still follow the group. They come into the swamp and they eat from the soft weed. In this reason, they prolong their life for more 10 years. Look at the tiny small one over there.
Yes.
When they're small, they really protect their babies. They put them in the middle. And if one baby lost from one group and go to another one, a female which is breastfeeding adopt it immediately.
Wow.
Yeah.
这有点晕车了。
对，没关系的。
我有带那个晕车贴，我不知道有没有用。
晕车贴是什么？
就是贴在那个耳朵上。
哦，
不知道，但是它起效会比较慢。
哦，可以吗？
可以吗？
试试看。谢谢你。那我们早上忘 忘记给他吃晕车药。
这个到时候
你怎么称呼花
郭瑞涛，
瑞涛？
对瑞涛。
OK。
我在18年的时候去过台湾玩。
哦，真的吗？
对，台北、高雄、北投、淡水、花莲。
酷。对啊，但是一定没有来我们屏东。
啊，
你会垦丁你会去吗？
哦，肯定当时想去，但是因为时间有限。
我们就是
So
在
it's supposed to help when your stomach hurts.
OK so
Just give her one.
Give her one. Okay.
You gotta push it down.
Thank you.
一颗，
可
你不能放回去。
对啊，那我 keep another one. Thank you.
Because some medicine for children is for half.
所以没有。
他10岁了。
10 years old. 你这样不晕吗？
对，上面比较苦。
哦。
Only the babies lie down because the problem with the elephant, they don't have the middle knee.
Oh.
No middle knee. So in this case, they cannot fold their leg and sleep like a normal animal. So unless maybe they sleep like dead, you see?
Like horse.
You know, you can imagine if they do that, look at the big stomach, not like mine. The big stomach over there cannot allow them to be comfortable when they sleep down. In this case, they prefer sleep standing. But the circumference of the feet can enable elephant to sleep very well standing because the front feet is more bigger than even the left one. So they have to go and lean on the tree. That's the reason why they go out of the park, because there's no tree here. They go and lean over there like this, and they sleep for maybe 4 hours. That is enough for them. One thing I studied and learned from the elephant is that your mother is very important in your life. It's so unfortunate if somebody don't have a mother because it's nature. But what happened really is that when the elephant is from 15 years of age, is when now the boys, the young one, they break the age and they want to try so many things around, which is not so good the family. They can try anything on sort, not so good things. And the mother say, okay, now I have seen now you're a grown man, you can go on your own. They chase them away from the group. So in this case, what I learned is that your mother will make you a leader, a good leader. I don't think you can be a president or maybe a leader somewhere without your mother's support. So when they abandoned, when they left behind as young boys from 15 years, they don't take any responsibility, they don't have any responsibility, and they become kind of lonely. So they abandon. And in this case, the only thing they do is to go behind the group and they join the family when only they're mating occasionally, and then they left the group again. Like for example, the guy we saw, Adam, the one we saw over there putting the sand on top of his back, that means how confused he is. Because he's just lonely, he's just single. But females and babies, they walk together, they go together. Females, they're the leader. They know when to bring their babies into the cold. You see, whenever they bring their babies into the water, what they do? They swim in there. They swim in there, so they know the time. They say, oh, at this time we can just go to the swamp, no problem. They go to the water. And then at 3 o'clock, around 3:30, they say, guys, let's go home, please. Wind is coming, it's gonna be cold. And they move out. So female, they really take care of the family. Male, they're self-centered, and they have no sense of any direction. If an elephant happen to come and put on the trunk on you, yeah, it will never forget you. Whenever it come near you, it just touch you and remember you.
Really?
They have forever memory, forever. They just remember things forever. When a newborn baby, you see all elephant come and like blessing the baby. That means it's welcome in that group and they will never forget it. The only thing elephants they don't like is to see another elephant dead.
I
Because-
heard that if a human kills an elephant,
Yes.
they'll remember you and they come find you.
Not only you, even your offspring, your babies, your children.
Damn.
Whenever they come near you,
So they are
Near
full
your
of
baby.
sympathy.
they have strong, unbelievable
Sensor.
feeling.
Yeah.
You see them stopping and trying like to think about it. They can even recall the sound of those people who was killing that elephant for so long, many years. That's the reason why. Let me tell you, I came to realize not only elephant. If I come to your house, your very friendly dog will bark on me, will put me down. It's because, like for example, my father was a hunter, and I have to be very careful with any animal whenever I come closer to this, because they remember they call this guy. They have not good contact with the animals long time ago.
Yeah.
So because we still have that blood. That's the reason why one of the research was done, and you make a sound to the Adam, like Adam, okay? Elephant can distinguish. They can differentiate the lady's voice, male voice, yeah, and a foreigner voice, and a Maasai voice. If a Maasai calls Adam, oh, things are real now. It will chase us away. Yeah. A Maasai cannot even drive a vehicle. When they drive the vehicle, you hardly see nothing. Everything will just run away because they have feeling, oh, there's a killer inside that vehicle.
Ah,
Like one of the Maasai was driving last month, 2 months ago, was driving, and he had a jeep, and he got stuck. When he came out to lock the wheel, he was killed there. I have the photos of this guy. He was killed there by a lion.
Oh damn.
A male lion, when it sees you, it can just let you go if he's full.
Yeah.
He don't bother. Like for example, the one we saw in Masai Mara, the big guy in a group. He was full and he don't even bother with the vehicle. He can just penetrate in there. So yes, they have feeling. Like there is one elephant who died behind the lodge, and he had a massive spear. Big elephant. He fell down and died. The rest of the elephant, the whole park, Amboseli, they came there for 1 week mourning. They break all the trees, almost finishing the tree in that lodge. They came and put on top of it. That's when, when the rangers intervened, they came and shoot up to disperse them because the babies were hungry. They're not eating. It was terrible. So they don't forget any other elephant dead. You know what they do? So when the molars come out at the age of 60, before they died at the age of 65, but Amboseli when they go up to 70 years, they predict their death. They said, oh, me, Stanley. No, not me. Just an example. Let me not give example with me. So they say, okay, I'm going to die. And they separate themselves from the group. You see, the old one is not coming out. He's not following the group. He isolates himself or herself. And it goes to the deeper swamp. We have not seen this swamp. We're going to the deeper one. It makes sure that it pushes itself in the middle where it's very deep. You know what happened? It drowned there. It commits suicide.
I mean, I guess get it over with.
Yeah,
fast.
so elephant, Amboseli is one of the biggest elephant grave. Even those who live in Savoist, we have Savoist, all the way out to Malindi. If you continue this way, you can join. You go to Namanga border, you cross over, you go to Masai Mara through the border. Yeah, you can do that. So I want to tell you, from Masai Mara to Mombasa, no human, only the animals. So all the elephant in those regions, they come over in Amboseli swamp, and they go deep in the middle. When others they're going back in the evening, they remain there. And maybe the following day you can only see the trunk like feeding over there and then drone. Because what is a swamp? What is the swamp? Let us think about the swamp where they're now doing all this. Lake Naivasha. Lake Naivasha is the freshwater lake.
Yes.
according to me, I'm expecting Lake Naivasha to be very salty. You know why? It's near Longonot Mountain. It's a volcanic mountain. And it's near what we call the geothermal, that's the geyser. We have a farm there behind the mountain because what the government did, Mount Longonot is here. And when I was young, I remember it was volcanic. It was still active. We could see fire in August. Fire in August and some smokes in there. So the government came on this side and they open it up. They do what we call the geothermal electricity. They get the electricity from the natural resources. But they need cold water to radiate because the water is very hot. The spring is very hot. So what happened there? Lake Naivasha, there is a big connection between Lake Victoria and Lake Naivasha, Lake Bogoria, Baringo, Lake Turkana, and then Lake Elementaita. So, but this water is not from the river. Lake Naivasha is fresh because it got the outlet and inlet. But underground, the water goes round in the middle. Then it goes 75 kilometers and it makes a very big fall in a place called Paradise Lost in Kiambu. 75 kilometers. Then maybe it proceeds. Like for example, we have Lake Manyara somewhere around here. We have Lake Natron. And we have Indian Ocean like 250 kilometers from this area, the Indian Ocean. In Savo West National Park, it's a volcanic park. All the park we have in Kenya, they're different. They're not the same. They're different. You go to Amboseli, it's different with Masai Mara. You go to Nakuru, you saw some acacia, big trees over there. And then if you go to Hell's Gate, the same is different. Savo East is totally different with Savo West. Savo East, we have the red elephant and its flat area. Like this one, nothing. Not even trees, only the shrubs. That's what we call the Nika Plateau climate. So if you go to Savo West, we have what we call a cave. There was one of the mountain erupted 200 years ago. But you can think it happened yesterday. Because at that mountain where it came from, you see how the lava bending down. You see? And then 100 meters around, it makes a very nice flat area like it's cemented. And whenever it meets with a tree, just excuse the tree and make a hole there. So big trees, and they have many years because they retain water in those holes. Then there is a cave. That's what gave me a clue what is swamp. There is a cave there. This cave, it's a big cave you ever saw in your life. Big, you go in there and it's very dark. You don't even see where you're coming from. You only see you don't see completely nothing. You go there with the flashlight and you cannot even see well. You have to like look. Yeah? So if you go there and maybe you're quarreling, I think it's good for family because you have to hold each other like, you have to. It's so scary. But you go there with the ranger. Before you go in there, he shoot boom, boom, boom. To make sure if there's some hyenas or maybe animals in that cave, they'll come out. So you just give like little time, they come out, and then you go in there. In that cave, this is my point is, this is the cave. There's some junctions inside. Nobody knows what is in there. Because our government, Kenya government, they're very busy doing their own things. We don't have research program. If it could be a China, maybe you could have already sent the robot and see what is going on with those junctions, because strange noise coming from there. One day, I was walking there and I say, I'm brave enough, let me go near and hear what is going on. Oh my God, you cannot even go closer. But they close it to make sure there's nobody who goes in those caves. Nobody knows what is it. But when I look around, when I look far, I could see some shiny things moving very fast. Those are water, spring of water moving underground very quick. Just to connect with this one, what I was telling you, Lake Naivasha is freshwater lake because it got the inlet and outlet underground, down there, naturally, not from the human. Now, if I mean the swamp, I mean it's a breathing of a certain lake. It's a connection. In the middle, there is a swamp. Just water penetrated out. So if you drown there, you will be found somewhere else. Because there is a stream over there. Because the elephant, they're clever enough, they know that will happen with them. So they drown over there and then they swept away by the water, the underground water, and gone forever. That's the reason why they don't allow any other elephant to come and see their dead bodies. They have to isolate themselves. They go and commit suicide over there, while it's far away from the other group.
They're so smart.
Yeah, they're very, very, very smart. One of the smartest animals we have around. The only thing in Africa, in Kenya, let me say in Kenya, we don't interfere with them. We just leave everything to the jungle. Everything. Like in South Africa, they do some things around in Kruger Park. You find they're breeding the animals and then they put them there. In India, you find elephant rolling the logs down and using them. In Kenya, no. Like for example, where I come from, in my area, we have natural curfew in Mount Kenya. At 6, you cannot see anybody walking unless maybe you have a vehicle, because a lot of animals there. You sleeping in your house under the tree, zebras eating just around you. Okay? So we don't interfere with the nature. Oh, look at the elephant ear. If you look at the elephant ear, or maybe the guy who was flapping the ears there. And then if I ask you to draw a map of Africa, just look at one side of the elephant ear. It completely looks like a map of Africa.
Oh yeah.
Yes.
Completely, exactly. You just see it and then you draw a good map of Africa. African bush elephant. Everybody runs. Even in Nairobi, you find them running in the morning and in the evening. Everybody. Before I start this job, I was also doing marathon. But
Really?
My baby cannot run. My baby.
What kind of juice?
Passion juice, lemon juice, and mango juice.
百香果柳橙汁 orange juice. How much for one? 500. Okay. 柳橙汁。
你们把它开烤。
好客气哦。
去看大象的体重。你有看到那只一直在水里面，它头一直在水里面，已经很久了。哦，起来了。
哦，那里有一只。
它超久的，现在终于起来了。妹妹，你知道这什么山吗？马 Kilimanjaro。
就是吉利马，吉普利他地，吉利马。
我被讲。
扎罗。
Kilimanjaro。
每次都觉得它跟那个宰相罗佛有什么关系？就那有牛有罗。
Amboseli, great place. 但是其实对动物已经有点疲乏，除非真的是很特别，比方说早上那个 elephant Adam 洗澡那个动作，我会想要去拍一下。所以现在非洲五霸只剩下 leopard, cheetah 就是猎豹，豹还没有拍，希望好像没有什么机会。没什么机会可以拍得到，随缘啦。以后会不会再有这种机会呢？不晓得。如果便宜机票，就有可能。
报看，反正我都给你多拍几张，不是我拍。
哎 ，stop。还没过啦，他真的要过来了。那只鼻子喜欢翘高。哦，有只小的哦，怎么玩？哦 ，so cute。 啊，天啊！ No, it's
Where's
not.
the binocular?
Do you want to see?
Let me see with this.
It's bird, right?
It's a bird. It's a bird.
Yeah.
It's bird. It's very
It's a bird.
The two?
long fur.
Yeah, it's
Two birds.
Two big.
How do they? What are things? Imagine it's just one. It's
Yeah,
called.
it's just one.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's a big
really?
one.
Ah,
it's called Cory Bastard. Cory Bastard. That's the name of the dog.
It looks like an
okay.
Cory Bastard.
ostrich.
No, not ostrich. It's Cory.
Yeah.
Wow.
You just popped his head up.
Yeah, his neck is very thick.
Yeah, they do that when they're attracting the female.
哦，我看清楚了哎，
哇，长那么丑
Oh, damn.
，so ugly.
You know, and when the female see this, they say, "Oh, look at that handsome." Tomorrow, start here, 5:45.
5:45.
So we take off at 5:45?
No, don't take anything.
Don't take anything.
Not even breakfast. We're coming back for breakfast at 8 o'clock.
Ah,
Oh, okay, we're gonna go around.
Yeah, we go back again in the park and see what we're going to see in the morning.
okay,
And then we come have breakfast. We prepare ourselves. We leave at 9 o'clock.
okay, okay.